Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It is time to beat the last two super mix. I already have the defense lined out. All I need to do is actually beat the defense. Yes! This guy is streaming once more. Deal with it. How you doing, Hannah? Hope you are doing alright. $54 days of suffering? What? 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know, you're right. I'm actually just stupid. Doing shit, to be honest, that sucks. I hope that does better, whatever it is. Oh. Ah. Yep, all. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you are probably gonna get to watch me just crash the fuck out at some arthropods in a kids game. So, yeah. Yay. Yeah, I'm finishing up the last two super mixers today. The one under the lawnmower and the one in the middle of the jungle, as it is called. It's technically in the middle of the grasslands, but this shit is not a kid's game. I was about to say something, but no, you're actually right. It's a teens game. My bad, my bad. So stupid. A teens game. I mean, I ain't wrong, but that sounds really dumb. Okay. Oh, where is it? I must redeem my card. Boom. There we go. Barely. Does it though? Does it though? Does it? I don't think it does. I think you're just making that up. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it does. As Markiplier once said, show me. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? He who is coming That's crazy damage, bro. There's no fucking way, bro. I can just casually murder fire ants. Oh my god. Barotato, what is this? Yep, no, this build might need to be banned, bro. This build might need to be banned. Like, days, bro. Okay. That's, at least enough fire ants taken care of, and we're about to encounter even more. That's crazy. Yeah, nah, bro, you're not her. First, what the fuck is under the skateboard? Secondly, mass stranger said, I wish you woke up with me. Like 3 more things. I think that's just a reference of her being a simp, if I'm gonna be real. I won't deny the fact that there is definitely her being a simp. That's just a fact. Under the skateboard though, bro, what is under the skateboard? What, gum? Am I missing something? Did somebody come under the skateboard? This fucker hasn't seen the skateboard. I have. I've beaten the mixer there. I've done all of Violet's voice lines. What is this? Yo, I feel so strong. I get to bully ants now. That's crazy. I don't know if I can say this. What? Oh, nah. No, I believe that's there, but like, what the hell? I've never seen that. Okay. Get this Black Ox bitch off the plane, bro. Yeah, why, yeah, you got a very valid question there. You did not just do that, bro. You're not him. Oh my days. Do that right now. My god, you attack so slow and you don't block cancel. Fuck. My god. It's so fast. Can I move, bro? You're never getting away, bro. How did that even get there? Anyhow, yeah, let's see here. We got that, I guess. That'll do for now. Lurking, by the way, still here. I figures. Sorry, the whole setup before a mixer is always boring. Gotta make sure the conditions are just right for these super mixers because they're so damn fucking difficult. I'm gonna have to do a quick roundabout here to make sure there aren't any ladybirds or whatnot that can interfere. Because if there are, like, I actually just die during the mixer. It's cringe. Also, you might think this is a bit excessive. Trust me when I say this. This is not excessive. This is not an excessive defense. Bewildering to say, but it's true. Okay, delete this. Delete you. Alright. Let me repair my armor. I don't just combust. How am I already out of repair glue, bro? I just made like 20. He who is coming. Oh, he who is coming. your parts. Definitely need more of those. I guess I'll take more company parts. I don't know, bro. Okay. Put away all the stuff we don't need. Take all the stuff that we do need. That's how that goes. Then we got you, and then you. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and I am a fish. You're so Portuguese. Now, my strat for this mixer is actually insanely busted. And when I say it is insanely busted, I do mean it is welly and truly just like it's just broken. That's all I gotta say. We'll take those. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sit here and fucking shoot at the wall for like a long while. Insanely busting, that's crazy. I don't think that's what I said. Oh god, man. How many sours do I have? I really wish there was a way to just make these normal. Because this is just the definition of stupid. Okay, Broadhead. I'm just gonna have to trash these. My whole strat rolls around these fuckers. There we go. I need more of these. Which is gonna cost even more feckin' silk rope. Even more crow feathers, which I'm not happy about, but oh well. I do what I must, so that I can bust. Just turned nighttime. That is crazy. The Wolfie can officially wander, which is no good. But I do have good news. Because unlike every other defense event, where you kind of just are forced to operate at minimum efficiency, this mixer, the ants are pussies, which actually works in your favor. You see, because the ants are pussies, that means they run away given the first opportunity. But if you just never chase after them, they never stop running. Right? They never stop running. Which is insanely busted, because it means that you can just give yourself all of the effects of Samurai, Spicy Mage, and Mad Scientist, and they can stay permanently, which is just pure insanity. Like, it's actually insane. There we go. All you gotta do is just keep one alive. And just let it run forever. Because again, they are pussies, and you have to take advantage of that. Now, unfortunately, the second you lose momentum, you lose it hard. If you get hit during the raid, you're pretty much done for. So we're gonna try and not get hit. Right? No. I can't even see throughout my own base. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Let's feckin' do this. Let's do this. Okay. Prepare to likely hear me rage. Where are they? I don't know why I'm not opening with this. That just did not hit me, bro. I dodged that. Trust. Why are we sniping, bro? Okay, actually just stop sniping. Okay. Okay, let me restart this. Let me restart this, because that was... I did not prep right. Okay. Correction, I wasn't trying. Not to mention I had the completely wrong loadout on. Literally sacking 150% of my damage for no reason. Not to mention the ants had aimbot, bro. Okay, let's... Why do I want dissection expert, bro? What is the... That is almost completely useless. That and that. There we go. Okay, game settings. Let's try this for real this time. That's kind of crazy. So, like, when did you come back, bro? Why are you spitting at point blank? Like, actually just admit to cheating, bro. Actually just admit to cheating. Why do we have aimbot? Why do we have aimbot, bro? I just need these things off of me, bro. Thank you. Oh my god. They're finally off. Now let me go. Let me not get hit with these, like, 5 billion different effects. So, like, why are we moving at light speed, bro? That's just untrue. That's actually just untrue. Why are we just cheating? Oh my bro. Can I hit them? And can I not be sniped for like 5 seconds? Implant fucking weakness, bro. Stamina just doesn't exist. That's crazy. Somehow you're just immune to damage. That's cool. Perfectly A-okay with that. Okay, so, like, actually, what am I supposed to do against that? Okay, so, like... So, like, get the fuck out of here, bro. We get it, you're desperate for my ass. Just actually stop. How did I die? How did I die? Rotato. Okay, so, Apparently, the fresh and explosions have aimbot, which is really dumb. If I get hit from a mile away, the effects just mystically teleport. I don't quite understand how that works, but okay. Also, if any infused creature attacks this base even once, the game just lags beyond belief. To the point where it's actually just infuriating. Okay, our main goal isn't to have this shit last. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, I don't really care. This is a bit of a better start. Right. I do kind of have to let one live, huh? So, like, why am I getting stunned nonstop, bro? Leave me alone. I'm sorry, do the soldier ants exist or do they not exist? You can't simultaneously be in 5 different places at once and be in no places at the same time. That's just not how that works. Okay, let me lock the fuck in. Because shit's about to get serious. How did you even get on here, bro? What is this? What is that? Bro, can you not? Anything but letting me just have basic locomotion. Okay, bro, Tato, we get it. You're desperate. Okay, bro. Tato, where are you going? Where is she going? She is making 0 sense. Make it make sense. Like, oh my god. Okay, these things can't really do much. We're mostly concerned about the infused ones, if I'm gonna be honest. And Cat, like, how about we don't yank my cords while I'm trying to do this? The audacity to continue chasing me is wild. Yep, we're autistic. And I'm just not allowed to hit anything, bro. Where did that one come from? Why am I flying? But no. See, this goes a lot smoother when the game doesn't just spawn in 50 billion sour ones all in one spot. Wouldn't you agree, chat? Wouldn't you agree? Congratulations. Next time will be easier. Because I've got the lawnmower mixer next, which is the easiest of the upper yard mixers, without a shadow of a doubt. You only have one side to defend, which is insane, because I don't think a single other mixer aside from the haze mixer has that. The hedge mixer does come kinda close, I guess. You have 2 sides to defend there. Effectively. But it's relatively point blank. The next one, we have a ton of space to work with. A ton of space to work with. And, yeah, we only got one side to defend, which is insane. Okay, let's see. Has you? Nope, YouTube has not been stupid. That's good. Soldier up here, still here? Yep. I don't even know how she got up here, bro. Actually insane. As you can see, there is a ton of fucking destruction going on here. So yes, all those mushroom walls were truly necessary. And it's also a good showing of how the dummy walls, the fodder walls as I like to call them, are actually key to beating high tier level mixers. Now, the actual best way is the cheat method, where you just use fucking target dummies, but that's just cheating. Hey, Shadow, remember what my girlfriend said she'd do after stream today? Yeah. Did she? We actually started breaking into the ash, bro. Oh my days. Hey, not as bad as early Nergame Plus, so I'll take it. She took my innocence? Well, that's actually crazy. It's fucking illegal. You ain't wrong. Whip, bro. Shadow gave her the idea to step on a spot men would die for. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's yeah. You should have opened with that. You should have opened with that. I'm not gonna lie. You had us a little worried there. I ain't gonna lie. I hate this stage of mixers. I always have hated this stage of mixers, just collecting everything so I can repurpose it. Again, the next mixer should be like 10 times easier. Because I only got one side to defend. So, here's the hoping. Here's the hoping. How the fuck did an arrow get over? And there. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Also, chat, in the somewhat near future, y'all can expect to see an edit comparing two grounded players' skills. I'm not gonna say who it's between, but you can expect that. Dude, you had me fucking scared. Thought that shit was under ed. It's okay, she's proud. She's so proud of herself when watching my face. Just comfort. What? Okay, what the fuck? Please don't talk again. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna be comparing two grounded players in terms of skill. They both agreed. They know what's happening. We've already got the stuff somewhat planned, but it's gonna be a bit. It is not, like, again, sometime in the relatively near future. Don't expect it to be out, like, this week or something. So, yeah. That's... You can't force me to stop talking. True. True. The fuck goes wild. As in the word, not... I'm just gonna stop talking. I will always talk. Touche. I'm actually kind of curious. Hold up. You gotta stop saying shit about your girlfriend. It makes me jealous as shit. Nah, he has a right to that. He has a right to talk about her. Yesterday, I slammed my knee in the corner of a steel bar because I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. It was kind of like me, what, about 2 weeks ago? I broke my toe because I was doing ballerina twirls. Don't ask why I was doing ballerina twirls. But I was, and I broke my toe. That's cool. The enthusiasm. Wow. Motherfucker broke his toe in the gayest way possible. I mean, if you say so. It does kind of cut the time in half. Yeah, I probably should. Just this once. You heard me, Anna. You heard me. Infected weevil spider. That is my favorite. Imagine if every creature in boss had an infected variant. Oh, brother, I don't want to imagine an infected Black Widow. That would just be fucking insanity. Yeah, no, thank you. Agreed. Infected, infused brood mother. Okay. That would be terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, my girlfriend thinks the game would be almost impossible. If that's the case, it wouldn't be impossible. It wouldn't be nearly impossible. All of us would absolutely annihilate under most circumstances. It's just the fact of, like, no thanks. Nah, bro, like, what is this? This is perhaps the gayest tag team of all time. Making me jealous. Bonk. Okay, like, can we just not have the cringiest tag team of all time? I want to fight one-on-one, thank you very much. Not what's effectively the difficulty of a 10 versus 1. So, like, why did that not cancel your second attack? Potato chip. What is this ladybird, bro? Get her out. Yeah, and this is the part where I delete you with my bow. It's also the part where I apparently get ass aim. But in a way, I think Infected Mantis would be sick as fuck. I agree. I disagree in the nicest way possible. Fair enough. Potato chip. No, you don't get to try and kill me and then just forget I exist. That's not how that happens. Once I enter your life, I never fucking disappear. That's how that goes. Infected Mantis paired with OG New Game 10 Mantis. We're all cooked. Nah, I got a better combo. 1.0 New Game Plus 10 Mantis combined with Infected. That would actually be a disaster. Nah, bro. She would actually just crash the game. Literally. If you've never seen 1.0 Mantis, oh my god. She's a disaster. That's all I can say. So, like, where did the extra inventory slot come from? I mystically gained an inventory slot, bro. I have 41 inventory slots. Yes. Truly a peak outcome. Now. Okay, so like, why are we gangbanging here, bro? This is cringe. This just proves that ants are weak and can never fight one-on-one. These will forever be the scummiest creatures in the game. No one will ever change my mind on that. Who's gangbanging? The ants are trying to gangbang me, bro. They think they're tough because they're trying to do a 10v1 with infused ones helping. And they're failing. Like, I'm sorry, blood. You're not all that. Ah! I fucking missed. Okay, so, like, how about we, you know... Talking to the voices again? What? There you go. You wanna come fight me instead of whatever the hell we're doing? Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay, bro. You got that. in the nicest way possible, actually stop being cringe, bro. I'm gonna take this thing down first. It's the only way. Because I miss every single goddamn parry. Just make her run. There we go. Why did we need to announce this, bro? So, like, why is nothing capable of doing a one-on-one, bro? Like, I get that I'm not strong, but... Not fooling me, that's crazy. So, like, how did you hit? I'm doing alright, how you doing? My lol. Finally! Got that absolute nuisance out. What do you mean, don't think? That's crazy. So, like, emoji mix-up. And, like, what is this male wasp doing here, bro? You're inferior. Get out. What is this mosquito doing? So, like, what are you? A wall? You literally floated to get that off. That's just cheating. You're not fooling anybody, Miss Ladybird. Okay, bro, take out Chip. I don't want you. I don't know what else I want to sacrifice. I think we place down the portal route, telepody. Okay. Just one now. Okay, have I finally set up enough to, you know, do the mixer normally? I hope I have. I'm gonna go ahead and put this there. And that there. I'm actually gonna go in and quickly repair my torch. Because I think I am ready to take down the mixer. Once more. Huzzah. Bro, Henna's just not convinced. Henna's actually just not convinced. Certified tinfoil hat manner. Nah, Henna just does not believe that your girlfriend was here. She doesn't, or sorry, not she, he. My bad, my bad. No, bro, thinking of 50 billion different people at once. God fucking damn it. Anywho. Okay, let's see. What type of shit you on about, bro? I accidentally called Henna a she, when in fact Henna is a he. I didn't even think Henna was female. Didn't even, it just randomly, nah, bro, it just randomly happened. So, like, why are we starting with roly-polies, bro? Whoa. I know. Nah, this strat is definitely better. Okay, let me grab the attention of some worker ants. There are 0 worker ants in this nearby facility. That's crazy. Okay, can we have some, like, worker ants or something? I don't know, bro. Why are you so hellbent on, like, chasing me, bro? Okay, that's... Ow. So, like, which one of you are cheating death, bro? I kill you, I better not lose on my buffs. I didn't. Okay, good. My aim just actually sucks, bro. That's just untrue. Why do you have high defense? Why am I stuck on everything? This is actually just a disaster. What happened to this being the easiest one? Okay, so, like, actually explain how that happened. Let me focus on other threats. Give me my stamina, bro. Okay, that's actually serious. It's just untrue, bro. You are not unleashing the colony. No. I refuse. Why am I getting stomach? Why am I getting stomach? You know what? At this point, I'm just gonna start soloing my axe. Yeah, this is faster. I don't know why I wasn't doing this from the start. Oh my god, this is so much better. So much easier. My health, bro, where did it go? Nice try. At that point, I was just killing for the love of the game. The real motherfucker, she's a real person. Nighty night. Goodbye. Oh, bye, Hannah. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I should have been using my axe the whole time. That was honestly kind of a busted strat that I just should have been using from the start. Would you agree, Sparrow? Should I have been using the axe from the start? Instead of wasting my time on the bow. King Dozer the spicy but what? Who is that? They're a mod. Oh, the original, the OG. Once known as Scrab. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. King Dozer the hot spicy. That is such a goofy name. I love it. I'm King Dozer now. Well, that's unfortunate. Because around these parts, we don't call him King Dozer. No, no, no. We call him King Gobbler. Don't ask why. We just do. It's so goofy and dumb. Yeah, I told you this mixer would be easier in light work. It was King Dozer the cool, and then she said King Dozer the hot and spicy. He was flirting with a lizard. That's crazy. But that also sounds like something Cheap would do. Men said he wanted to be Idea Green's wife, so I mean, makes sense. And then he called me the #1 Idea Green Blazer. Which, like, just no. That's untrue. You can't go ahead and say that fucking 60-inch body pillow is hot. Then say that her being your wife is also hot. And then call me the Blazer. That is just not how that works. I like my new name. I do too. Symbolizes power. Unlike the potential of this mixer. I'm not gonna lie, the setup was more disastrous than the, whatchamacallit, the actual mixer itself. Which is tragic. It's supposed to be the other way around. What do you call King Dozer, you said? I call him King Gobbler. I think the reason I called him that was because of the Goopy Gobbler. And I was like, oh, King Dozer, you know, he loves gobbling treats. He's motivated by treats, so he must be, you know, chonky lizard, which he is. So I was like, King Gobbler, why not? So in your eyes, I'm King Gobbler? No, I can call you King Dozer. King Gobbler's honestly just a nickname. I actually do call him King Dozer more often than not. It's just, you know, meme name is King Gobbler. What the fuck is that noise I just made, bro? Yeah, proof is that on Drunken, a world that, me, Lebby, Phantom, and Axel all made. Smokestorm, as she's known on YouTube. Lebby, I mean. We all have a world, and I almost always call him King Dozer on there. You can ask Phantom King about that. Just to confirm, if you really want. Also, god fucking damn, a lot of mushroom bricks. Okay. You gotta do the super mixer with the ticks. That I did yesterday. I'm done all the mixers now. King Dozer. Imagine the Last Stranger theme mixed with King Dozer's theme. Bro, that would be peak. Also, fun fact. Did you know that Violet, i.e. the Masked Stranger, as she's called in the code, did you know that she's the physically strongest creature in the series so far? Obviously, she's the strongest in terms of who would win in a fight, but she's also the physically strongest in terms of, like, she can push around the most weight and hit the hardest. Punch with the most force. You're gonna go prod smacker resources then? Yeah. After I get the raw science, I still have to do cleanup here, and as you can see, there's a lot of cleanup to do. I'm mostly done with it, though. Which is good. How the fuck do we have arrows here, bro? This from my encounter with the larva? Gotta be, right? Okay, so, like, why is there a wasp there? I gotta ask y'all, who do you think the best teen is? Personally, I ought to say Violet. I ought to say Violet any day of the week. And for the answer, the question of the day, you mean 1v1? I mean, for the super mixer, like, what is more threatening in the super mixer? If you were to have a horde of roly-polies or a horde of fire ants, and by a horde of roly-polies, I mean like 2 of them at once, versus like, say, 6 to 8 fire ants appear at once, what are you prioritizing? What do you think would be more deadly and needs to be, you know, completely cleared first? So 25k per mixer is crazy work. Mascus mode or woe mode? Do woe. Honestly, if I had to give you an honest answer, the answer is the same for both for me. They both feel about the same, Mascus and woe. It's not like with fucking Black Soldier Ants where they just mystically become like a fucking tank. I'm gonna say the Fire Ants, that's my general consensus as well. Even on Mascus mode, they are just the harder threat to deal with because the roly-polies, they do have the single highest attack potency of any creature in the game in terms of individual hit and like maximum damage potential. Infected Wolf Spider still does more damage on average per hit. But my point still stands. It's just, yeah, they just chomp through the defenses. It's not even funny. They actually just melt. Okay, what do I want to get rid of? Could do you. That. And then I guess I could do you. Take some of these, some of those. By the way, I've defeated IBM and woe. Let's go. Might have over-prepared. At 180 smoothies. Yeah, that's definitely over-preparation. I ain't gonna lie. But, hey. At least you realize it's better to be over-prepared than it is to, you know, be under-prepared. That's something I hear so many people... I swear to God, so many people just come under-prepared and it's so stupid. They just die for the stupidest of reasons and then question why they die. It's like, brother, you did this to yourself. Unless you're trying to do a challenge run, actually stop whining. Is all I gotta say. And I killed, like, 6, so I have a lot of parts. Damn. Goated, not gonna lie. Okay. In terms of how many parts of every boss I have, this is my chest so far. As you can see, I barely killed the Wasp Queen. And that is because she is fucking cracked on this difficulty. I swear to God. Like, the difficulty jump between woe mode Wasp Queen and Mascus mode New Game Plus Wasp Queen is actually crazy. In fact, even just pre-New Game Plus Mascus mode Wasp Queen, she's a cakewalk. And then you get to New Game Plus and it's like, what the hell? Where did this difficulty come from? Why is she just suddenly the hardest creature to kill in the game? And, like, to a point where it's not even close. It's genuinely concerning how fucking strong she is. Like 28 attempts on woe mode Wasp Queen. God damn. What do you use to take care of the summons, if I may ask? Because there is like a very, very clear answer to them, and once you realize it, you just can't go back. You just can't go back, and it's the one reason that New Game Plus Mascus mode Wasp Queen is actually a nightmare. I just try to bleed him. Yeah, that's... You're likely not going to get anywhere with that. What I recommend is either a Black Ox or Crow Crossbow. You can have them level 0, you can have them level 15, it doesn't matter. And what you're going to use is you're going to use gas arrows. A single direct shot to a wasp with gas arrows kills them. And I'm not kidding when I say that you can genuinely drop 3 of them in about a single second. All you gotta do is just shoot, block, shoot, block, shoot, block. All 3 dead. Don't have to worry about them. Continue fighting the Wasp Queen. Or better yet, if the 2 that try to charge you, you know, actually try to charge you, cool. Shoot at my feet. Block. You're now both dead. Shoot the drone. Dead. Done. I have never used gas arrows, actually. It's honestly a goated strat. If you're gonna use gas arrows, though, use goddamn Gastrogoo. Gastrogoo, don't use the gas mask. Never, ever use the gas mask. The only time you actually ever want to use the gas mask in terms of like efficiency is either when A, you just can't be bothered and you just want to take down a single stink bug, or B, when you're dealing with a haze. Otherwise, use Gastro Goo. Sticky Gastro Goo will allow you to resist 3 minutes, which is more than enough for a single fight. Oh, yeah. This is my armor, IBM, fire headpiece, termite chestplate, ladybug leggings. What was your weapon, if I may ask? Because if you use the weapon I think you did, the termite chestplate is completely useless. But if you didn't use the weapon, then, I mean, termite chestplate isn't. So what weapon did you use? Good old scimitar? Yeah, the termite chestplate is completely useless in that scenario. The slowing effects of the termite chestplate and the toenail scimitar, they don't stack. You're gonna slow her down just as much regardless. Unless I'm just, like, royally wrong. Which, I mean, if I'm wrong, then hey, go ahead and use it, but... according to the game files, the effects don't stack. Which means, whatchamacallit. But I've seen the effects, though I might be blind. I don't know. This might be a case where my info is outdated. Maybe they changed it. But, yeah. It's just something to consider. If you notice you actually beat the fight easier with the termite chestplate, then use that. You might want to test it out on, like, a, whatchamacallit. A, playgrounds mode, or maybe you just go ahead and create a save beforehand on, like, a 100% save. Do that. And no, I haven't beaten a Widow yet. Yeah, the Widows are tough, man. You do actually have to treat them like IBM tier creatures. I've just run past every single one, yeah. That's completely understandable. If you are gonna go ahead and take care of a Widow, the easiest one is the one in the Undershed. Assuming you clear all the Widowlings first. You have to clear all the Widowlings first, but once you clear all the Widowlings first, that is the easiest one to take down. And it never respawns once you kill it, so you never have to deal with it again. My recommendation is treat it like the IBM's third phase in terms of setup, make everything sour instead. And also bring a fuck ton more heals, because you're gonna need them. The Widow doesn't hit with nearly as much power, because for context, the Black Widow hits you with about the same amount of damage as a ladybird larva per hit, right? Which is, for reference, that's weaker than a wolf spider. They hit less damage than a wolf spider, but it's their venom. Their venom very quickly stacks, and that's what actually does you in. Because genuinely, on average, they should only 3-shot you on WoW, the Widows, in terms of direct damage, whereas almost everything else 2-taps you. But again, that venom, the venom's fucking lethal. Crazy to think that it used to be even deadlier. Which, yes, the venom used to be like 4 times deadlier. It's actually insane. Anywho, enough dilly-dallying. I have got some loot to collect. Okay. I'm actually gonna go AFK real quick, though. Okay, I am back. And I regret to inform you, King Dozer, the summoning build sucks. On Mascus mode, it literally does nothing. The creatures don't fight the summons, and the summons don't fight creatures. You literally, it's unusable. Not even Summon Thorns works. Because in order to make Summon Thorns work, you would have to kite the creatures into the attacks. Except with the way AI works, they just prioritize you and they'll levitate over your summons instead of hitting them, even if the summons are in front of them. Which fucking sucks. For me, it does work. That's because you have creatures fight each other on. You got different settings. If you were to turn creatures fight each other off, it just wouldn't work. If we're on woe mode, I don't know. Arcane Archer's better, I think. Damage is more reliable, you're way more safe. You're on par with, like, very, very tanky builds in terms of durability, and your damage output is comparable to top-tier Summon Thorns. So I'd say Arcane Archer is arguably better. The only scenario where, my bad. The only scenario where I would say, Summon Thorns is better is in terms of cost. Because it is, like, it's undeniably cheaper. Undeniably cheaper. But yeah, I made it on top of the wheelbarrow, just don't know how to get planks up there. So, that's the neat thing. Without building, you don't. You have to build a staircase if you want to build a base up there reliably. Unless you just want to use burr floors and mushroom bricks for the whole thing. Which would be your cheapest options, by the way. I mean, I guess you could use clay or pebblets, but like, I don't know. They're wonky to build with. You could opt for it, though. The cheapest way to make a staircase, if I had to recommend, either use clay, or if you want a proper staircase, use mushroom bricks. I've used all my mushroom bricks in the museum progress. Shit. Well, you know where the toadstools are by the shed. Might be time to gather them. Yeah, just go around the map and just harvest any toadstools you see. 1 toadstool equals 10 slurry, and that... Yeah, 1 toadstool chunk is equivalent to 10 bricks, so... Or I get rid of my museum to get over 200 bricks. I need more ovens. I've got 3. Yeah, that is the only unfortunate part. That's why, like, for a while there, on New Game Plus 3, you weren't around for this, but, on New Game Plus 3, I had to rethink my whole strategy and rebuild the entire, defense system, which required me waste a ton of bricks, and it was just painful, because it was a non-stop cycle of me trying to, you know, harvest toadstools, make slurry, make bricks, place bricks, wait for bricks to cook, take bricks, make more bricks, place bricks, wait for bricks to cook. It was just painful. And I had 6 ovens, so... I can only imagine what your situation was like. Okay, so, like, why do we have, like, 2 orb weavers here? I ain't gonna lie, you might want to start, whatchamacallit. You might want to start grinding mometers. I could just get one boiling gland and start duping. That too, yeah. What was that? Man, I love this system. Charge, please, ma'am. That's an orb weaver. That's an infused orb weaver. Start wailing. Holy, that damage. Unaffected by mutations, by the way. This is just base raw damage. Okay, the second she starts healing, I have to run backwards, because she will just explode. Why are you so damn inaccurate with that move, bro? What is this? I regret to inform you this. I regret to inform you this, King Dozer. It's the max level. The reason it's not doing much damage is because I don't have any trinkets. If I had trinkets, damage would easily be doubled. I meant the other axe. The other axe kind of sucks. Scythe of Blossoms is better. No, wrong. It's good before New Game Plus. Whatchamacallit? It's good before New Game Plus 4, but once you get into New Game Plus 4, the infused scythe is kind of just better. It attacks at the same speed, if not quicker, and it just does flat more damage. Plus, you can get bleed with it too. Actually, no, it swings faster. It swings, like, significantly faster now that I think about it. A scythe. Plus, it takes, I was talking about, is a dagger. I know this is incredibly stupid, but that is a dagger. The infused Scythe of Blossoms. That's just cringe, bro. No need for that. This is the most scuffed clusterfuck of all time. Lebanese. What in the... It's not an axe. If it were an axe, chopper would work with it. Only assassin works with the Scythe of Blossoms. It's just purely a dagger. It does chopping damage, but like by that logic, you could say that the Tiger Mosquito Rapier is a spear, when it is in fact a sword. And again, the mutation supports this. So as goofy as it sounds, the Scythe of Blossoms is exclusively a dagger. Which confuses the fuck out of everybody. Got to fact check this? Go ahead. I don't blame you. Because again, it's another thing too. The Tiger Mosquito Rapier, it's not a spear. It's a sword. Hence Blade Master working with it. Another thing too, Scythe of Blossoms only works with Assassin, does not work with Chopper. I know I already said that, but I feel like saying it again, because why not? Again, it does do chopping damage. It does do chopping damage, I won't deny that. Though then again, it also deals slashing damage if you go down the mighty path, which is a bit strange. Yeah. Alright, one last time. Open that up. Take that. Take the prod smacker. Take this chest. And take that chest. Beautiful. I don't think I know anymore. Hold up. Let me go ahead and, whatchamacallit. Take the Scythe of Blossoms. Just so we can see together. First shot up, move faster. I've never gone through this entrance? That's crazy. Nah, bro. So, like, what the hell? My whole life was a lie? Yeah, this is literally... this is exactly the life crisis every grounded player goes through when they first discover the Scythe of Blossoms as a dagger. I know it's how I reacted. No, it's how I reacted indeed. Also delete that rust and delete those. $100K is crazy. You wanna know what I'm gonna do with that 100K, Dozer? I'm duping some heads. Should be able to get to about 20. Why am I duping heads? Because I want my chest to be full. Tell me spiny waterfall locations. There's one. This is the biggest quantity of them in the game. Is in Castle Moldork. That one you probably already know. There are a ton in the tire there. There are about 3. No, there's about 2 by the stump. 1 right there and 1 on the far side there. And then the second highest quantity of them in the game is in the Undershed Sinkhole. Where all the mosquitoes are. Those are all the locations. I'm assuming you want the gold card. Do you need to steal Pond Moss from it or just kill it? You can just kill it, but it's a really rare drop, regardless of whether you go ahead and steal or not. So I'd recommend getting a spiny water. I just realized the stuff spiny water flea requires Pond Moss. So get Sticky Fingers, get Rascal Rogue, and get Dissection Expert. That's your best chance. Do all 3. You can steal it, but you can also kill it. It works like the trinket. Let's just say that. It works like boss trinkets. Same exact way. Pretty much the same drop rates too. Full level Rascal Rogue or not, it does not matter. The level of Rascal Rogue does not change the loot you get. The only thing that changes in between phases is the speed at which you steal the item. So basically it starts off at like, okay, you have a 1% chance to steal an item per hit. And then at phase 3, it's like you got a 7% chance to steal an item per hit. But the loot you get does not change. Again, the only thing that changes is how quickly you steal the item. Dissection Expert is going to be what actually helps the odds. And if you do get a singular Pond Moss and want a whole lot more, make the stuffed spiny water flea. That will absolutely fucking save your ass a whole lot of time. Stuffed creatures are fucking insane. insane for going ahead and speeding up looting processes. How are we all the way down there, bro? I don't know anymore. Okay. $81 chunks? What? Of what? Now to get more ovens? Oh, charcoal chunks. Or maybe not. I don't know. Mushroom chunks, charcoal I'm going for now, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the hardest and fattest counter to the charcoal pit, bandages. I don't know what it is, but bandages just hard counter it. It's so funny. Oh my lol, bro. Just move. Oh my lol. Like, actually, oh my lol, bro. That's just an infused bombardier beetle. Like, that's cringe. Why is it infused? Oh yeah, I have 5 sour trinkets, 4 spicy, an IBM, noise. I assume you got those from the Easter eggs. It's so likely where you got them from. Wouldn't blame you. Not in the slightest. Nope. Not a chance. I know how to kite you properly now. What's up? Jump. Fuck. I fucked the jump. How did you aggro from underneath the table, Rotato? Two of those I got. Ribbon candy, rest is Easter. I was about to, okay. I was about to say, you got only 2 from the Easter eggs? That would be fucking insane. That's also just my favorite way to go ahead and deal with that. Nah, I got so pissed off at, whatchamacallit, at bees once that I was like, okay, let me kill the infected broodmother to calm down. On New Game Plus 3, by the way. Or, sorry, on New Game Plus 4, by the way. On New Game Plus 4, I was getting frustrated with bees, so I was like, okay, let me kill the IBM to relax. It's so stupid. This is actually so dumb. I was just done with life, bro. That's so, like, why are we lying? So, like, why is this pebble immune to damage? You got the B gold card, if I remember. You got it, then died. Yeah. Luckily, though. BEA beautiful. All gold cards. Got them all. Eh. That's just untrue. Give me the gum. Okay, Rotato. What is that? Now, do I have a club? Oh, I need a club, bro. I need a club. You know what? I think for the next 3 in-game days, I should honestly just relax. Just take it easy and harvest some things. So I've been go, go, go for a while now. Also, look at this beauty. Peak cinema. Time to use the pool? The pool? Oh, yeah. Dozer. Do you like what you see?
I'm chiefing it. Oh, I'm chiefing my survival. I'm chiefing it so good. You need to goon, Phantom. Goon! From Obsidian!
I do. Nah, bro, I need to clip that. Unfortunately, they removed the ability to clip things, though. Oh my god, that's peak. Hold up, I'm watching it back on my tablet. You might hear it.
I'm chiefing it. Oh, I'm chiefing my survival. I'm chiefing it so good. You need to goon, Phantom. Goon! From Obsidian!
That's so stupid. It's so stupid. Nah, bro. I'm actually just cooked. Okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? That was so close to being good, bro. There's a random stick. What? A random stick? What in the... Okay. I think that's gonna call it for today. Unfortunately. Bit of a, shorter stream. Let me pet my pets. Wilma. Adorbs. Sad. Well, I'll be here tomorrow, I think. A bit later, though. Barbara. Pet in the air. Coraline. Oh my days. Barbara. There we go. At Ashley. I'm inside of the ground. Yeah. Pompey's all the way down there. I don't know what she's doing. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. If you liked the episodes, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And for those of you watching the VODs, peace.